anybody out there that is still arguing that plastic is totally safe has absolutely no idea what they're talking about. And it is because of this reason, right? Because the dose makes the poison. And it's exactly that. Do you know how much plastic you ingest every single day? No. Nobody knows how much plastic they ingest every day, but I can tell you it's a fuck ton. It is so much, right? Every time you put on lotion, every time you take a breath of air, most of people's clothing, your carpet, your paint, most of your food, all your water, right? And by when I say most of your food, I do mean 100% of your food, but certain foods have like way more than others, right? It is true that the dose makes the poison with most substances, because with most substances you are very rarely exposed to it, and you can very easily control the amount that you're exposed to, right? With other toxic substances, you're not exposed to it with every breath you literally take, right? With every bite of food you eat. I mean, again, I could go on forever about this, and I do. However, I do want to mention that microplastics are bad because those physical pieces of plastic cause us harm, but they bring in a ton of chemicals and tons of additives, okay? Those additives, many of those are non-monotonic and disrupt our hormones. What does that mean? Well, non-monotonic means that it literally doesn't follow like a normal dose-response relationship. Really smaller amounts have a bigger impact on your body sometimes than larger amounts, right? And then a lot of the chemicals have synergistic toxicity where they're bad individually, but then when they're mixed with another chemical in plastic, they're like really, really bad. So all that is to say, I totally agree. The dose makes the poison, except that microplastics we ingest way more than our tolerable daily intake. I can guarantee that because we don't even have a tolerable daily intake. And the entire scientific community is freaking the fuck out because this is bad. When I see a creator like the one I stitched a few days ago saying that like, oh, it's so exhausting, plastic is totally fine, I'm like, wow, you have no idea what you're talking about.